Now we're gonna go over how Week 12 affected my fantasy, and now I'm gonna start talking because we are getting deep. And it is, if I can, I'm gonna see if I can find like the. Oh, I can just skip to the week. So, because playoffs are coming, I think in this league they start week 15, but in the other two leagues, because we're gonna start talking about playoffs in this week, in this video. So, because playoffs are coming in all my leagues, so it's kind of tight, and things are getting tight. So anyway, let's go over this now. I lost this week, and this is the league I'm first in. So I'm still first in the league, even though I lost. I only have 2 losses on the season, so that's not bad. And again, these in this league, the playoffs start week 14, I think, or week 15. Week 15. Yeah, week 15. I don't think I have a bye, but we'll see. I'm trying to see if it shows the schedule. Um, I don't think I have a bye. Yeah, we'll see. If I have a bye, then yeah, but because I'm the first seed, so I should. But yeah, playoffs start in week 15. So there's that. Anyway, so this is why things are kind of getting important. So Josh Allen, you were projected 23 points. You put up 10. Now you did have a big game. I'm not mad because again, you're gonna have those weeks where he has low games. I mean, you just last week he put up 50 points. Um, so I'm not surprised. I guess I wasn't, and I was kind of expecting it. Eventually, I was like, eventually he's gonna have like a slow game. So I'm really not surprised that he did here. I'm not really mad. He's still gonna have a starting spot. It's weird. He's beaten Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, all the good quarterbacks this season, but then he loses to like Malik, Tua Tagovailoa, and then like CJ or whatever his name is, the Houston Texas quarterback. It's kind of odd, but I mean it is what it is. He had an off game, so he has a starting spot. George Pickens, you're put back-to-back performances, back-to-back weeks. You put up about 30 points. Again, you and Puka Nacua switch off, be my wide receiver one. It doesn't matter. You guys are interchangeable to me. You've kind of developed because if you were slow at first, but you kind of developed into the Cowboys offense, so I'm kind of proud of that. You kept your starting spot. You're projected 16. You put up 29. Again, like I said every week, just keep it up. Same with Puka, bro. Usually you beat your projections. You were projected 21. You put up 16. Not bad at all. You still outscored Michael Pittman. And then same with George Pickens. You still outscored Devontae Adams. So not mad about that, man. You guys keep it up. You guys are my two wide receiver ones. You're not going anywhere. I see your questionable Pickens. And you do play. Today is Wednesday, so you do play tomorrow. So I'm kind of concerned about that. But we'll look into that. Yeah. I'll keep monitoring that. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Now, Chase Brown, you're projected 18. You put up 15. You've had a slow season, but you've been meeting your projections or getting close to them. Again, you're my wide receiver one. You beat out David Montgomery for the spot. He can't even put up over 8 points. We could, during these days. I know it's a different scheme in Detroit, but I'm still kind of disappointed. Because Jahmyr Gibbs isn't the only option, and David Montgomery is good. He is a good like running back two to have. So yeah, keep it up, Chase Johnson. Theo Johnson, I'm not really. Again, I don't know what to expect from you, bro, because I kind of just picked you up off the waiver wire. And then you rejected 9, you put up 10. You beat your. I think you've been meeting your projections recently, right? Meeting or beating them, yeah. Besides this one, you've been beating your projections. I think I'm gonna keep you in this league at tight end just because I don't have anyone else for the spot. I don't think. Let me see. Harold Finn Jr., but he put up 8, but you put up more than him. You know what I'm saying? And he's like springy. Sometimes have good games, sometimes he won't. So, uh, yeah. So Theo Johnson, you're tight end one for me, so I'm gonna keep you in. Stephon Diggs. Now usually you have a good game. You're projected 17. You put up 4. I'm just gonna brush this off. You still outscored Ricky Pearsall, so I'm just gonna brush this off, bro. I mean, usually you meet your projections. I think the last couple games you put up what 18 to 20 points. And then you've been having a good season too. 9, 12, 13, 10, 12, 15, 19. So yeah, I'm just gonna disregard it. But Stephon Diggs, you're good here, and my D as like my wide receiver flex, I guess. Trey Tucker, I took a risk on you when I should have started Parker Washington, and that will be my week 13 starter here. I'm moving up Parker Washington over Trey Tucker just because Parker Washington he's put up what 18 points every game, right? Last week he had a rough game. So 17, 17 out of the last 4 games, 3 of them he's put up about 17 plus points. So I need that from someone in this deep of a league. That's great to have, in this deep here. So especially to compete with that Kareem Hunt who put up 20 yards and he had a touch. We just watched him. He had a touchdown and everything. So Parker Washington gets moved up. Trey Tucker gets moved down. I've lost my faith in Geno Smith. The Raiders have just had a tough season overall. Dave Montgomery. Like I said, bro, I might experiment with you, mate. I don't think I could trade you anymore. I might have to drop you. I might have to see who I can pick up off the waiver wire. Because you're just not viable anymore. I don't know why they don't use you as much as they should. You're projected 12, you put up 6, but that's not really a surprise to me. I'm searching for options for you, bro. Daniel Jones, you're cool here as my quarterback too. You and Josh Allen are great together usually. And then you had a good game against KC. 2 pass TDs, 188 pass yards, no interceptions, nothing like that, no fumbles. Keep projecting, bro. Hold on, gotta plug it in. But anyway, keep. I hope this thing is working. It should still be working. Let me give me a test because last time I plugged my laptop in, it was acting funny. So I hope it still works. But anyway, yeah, Daniel Jones, keep it up. Keep putting up 20, and then Chase McLaughlin. You projected 7, you put up 1. Again, I don't really. At this point, I don't know what's going on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think I might search for a new kicker for you, bro. I don't know. I just feel like you should be putting up more. Again, I don't rely on my kickers for a lot of points, but I feel like 1 point is unacceptable. I guess it was one bad game, right? 6. And you've been kind of having a mid-season, to be honest. The last games, 5, 6, 1. You haven't hit double digits since week 8, but even then, you were still single digits. You've been kind of on and off, but I guess that's depending on the offense too, right? So I don't know. I might keep you in. We'll see. We'll see how you do this week, and then depending on that, I might move you down. Kansas City defense, bro. You put up projected 12, almost 13 points. Put up 11. Can't be mad. You match your matchup with Dallas Cowboys. So it is what it is, man. You're gonna win some. You're gonna lose some. Now it would have been nice to go undefeated in this league, but I think I'm the clear 1 seed going forward. I think I'm projected to win my next 2 matches anyway, right? No, I'm not. Oh, I am. Okay, I am, but it's gonna be close. And he's in 11th place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting beat by the higher seeds. I'm getting upset by like the lower seeds. Oh, he's third, so this is gonna be. What I'm saying? He's third. So he's coming for me. So I gotta figure something out for this week. But we'll see how things are then. But then week 15 playoffs start. Hopefully I'm the 1 seed. Hopefully I'll remain the 1 seed by then. But yeah. So yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this one. On to the next. The next league. Now, in this one, I did win. I am in 7th place in the playoffs in this one. So week 13, we're in week 13. It's kind of a big deal because week 14 is when the playoffs start in this league. Yeah, see, I definitely don't have a buy in the 7th. Yeah, I don't think I have a buy in the other league either because I definitely don't have a buy in. Hold on. I definitely don't have a buy as a 7th seed in this league, and so it's top 8. It's in this league. It's top 8, so I'm 7. So week 13 is going to be big. This upcoming week is going to be big. Because week 12 mattered. Week 12 and week 13 are matter. They matter. For seeding and to make sure I kind of squeeze in comfortably because I want to at least be in 6th or 5th seed. I don't want to just barely get in as the A seed. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go over it. Brock Purdy, you projected 23, you put up 12. You had an off game, but I know you're kind of coming back from the injury and blah blah blah, dealing with all that stuff. So I'll give you a pass. You're still my quarterback 1, and I'm gonna pair you Joe Burrow. I'm just gonna say this now. I'm moving down Sam Darnold because, as you know, Joe Burrow is finally coming back. He's been out since week 2. So I'm gonna move him up here, and I'm gonna put him in place of Sam Darnold. And then in this league, I'm rocking with the Brock Purdy and Joe Burrow quarterbacks. Yeah. Now, if I do note, see, because this next week is so big. Well, this is because week 13 is so big. That's why I'm bringing back Burrow. But if I win and I notice that like Sam Darnold still outperforms Burrow or Brock Purdy, I might slip Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Just because I want to maximize my pointage. So, when we go over that week 13, I'll let you know a decision on that. So anyway, Brock Purdy, good job. No, bad job actually. Hopefully have a better game next week. You're my quarterback 1. AJ Brown, you projected 14. You put up 25. Would you have 110 receiving yards, 8 receptions, 1 receiving TD? Okay, you had a touchdown, 25 points, man. You and Rasheed Rice double combo, almost 25 points each, 20 plus points. Proud of you guys. You bet you overbeat your projections. Same with Jacoby Myers as well. I'm proud of my wide receiving core today. Yeah, 25, 24, 15, bro. You guys all beat your projections. Really proud of you guys. You beat your opponents out too. No wonder I won. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the 7th. You guys got me the 7th seed, so keep performing. Oh wow, Jahmyr Gibbs with a 55 piece, bruh. He pulled a Josh Allen, bruh. 55 piece, 209 rush yards, 2 rush TDs, 11 receptions. Keep it up, Jahmyr Gibbs. You're my clear running back 1. I drafted you as so, and you've been having a great season this season, as you always do. That's why I drafted you. I always got to have you in at least one league. Sus pause. But 15, 19, 26, 7. Yeah, this is great. I know you have a slow game every now and then. But yeah, man, keep blowing it out the water. 58, 19, 38. This is what I'd like to see. 17, 38. Hey. All right, I'll stop now. Anyway, Jahmyr Gibbs, 55 points, man. Projections, you were projected 22. You almost tripled that shit. So good job, man. Proud of you. Brees Hall, you've had a mid-season, bad season, I'd say. I think it is due in part to the team you're on. You're projected 16. You put up 13, 14. I don't have a running back too. I could have started Emmanuel Wilson, but I wasn't sure him. Plus, he's a Packer, so I don't know about those guys. But I might move Emmanuel Wilson up actually over K. Dotton. That's another move I was gonna say for Week 13. If it because Emmanuel Wilson only got reps because Josh Jacobs is out. So if Josh Jacobs is out for Week 13, I'm gonna slide Emmanuel Wilson over K. Dotton because K. Dotton really hasn't been doing much. He's had what okay, at the 17-point game, but what, 13, 10, 8, 4, 6. He's been kind of a slow game. So I need to max out points. So I will start Emmanuel Wilson if I have to, if he's eligible, and if Job Jacobs is unfortunately out. So just talking about that. So back to Brees, though. I don't have a running back, too. I don't have a clear running back, too, because Emmanuel Wilson, he'd be a flex. You know what I'm saying? He'd come in my flex spot. So Brees Hall, I guess I got to keep relying on you, bro. Honestly, just try to put up 15 points a game if you can for me. I'd like to see games where you have 30 points. About 20 to 30 points a game would be great. Just your caliber of player. Knowing how good you can be. So, yeah, man, Brees Hall, just keep trying, I guess. Dallas Goddard. Now you usually do well, man. You've been having slow games though recently. 8, 4, 4. Now see, I'm noticing that if you don't eat, then AJ Brown eats. You know what I'm saying, and vice versa. If he doesn't eat, then you get to score. Um, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is with that, I guess. As long as one of you guys eats, I do need you to score. As you are a tight end, I would like to see you score. But as long as like, if AJ Brown's put up 25 points and you're putting up like, 4, then I'm fine with that. Vice versa too. I guess if you're putting up 20 points and if AJ Brown's only as long as one of you guys are scoring or doing something good on the Eagles for me, bro. That's really all I need. It would be nice to see you guys for Jaylen Brown to get more extensive and like use all his pieces and had all of them go off. But I guess in an offense that productive, it's kind of hard. So I'll give him that. Kate Otten, like I said, bro, you're getting benched. You might get benched if pending Josh Jacobs, you might get benched, bro. So you were projected 9, you didn't even meet that. You put up 6. I just know the Buccaneers are having like a tough season too. Another loss for you guys too. I'm not trying to shit on you guys. I'm just saying. So Sam Darnold, you're projected 18, you put up 21. Like I said, it was tough for me to do, man, but I'm gonna have to move Joe Burrow back up because he's coming back, and I want to see what he does in his offense. If you continue to play, because I still think you're quarterback 1 in my opinion. If you still continue to play well, bro, then you might be in the playoffs. You probably might be back in my lineup. Um, yeah, I don't know, Sandar. Keep being you, bro. It hurt me, but I had to downgrade you. Sorry, Joe Burrow's coming back. Jason Myers. Now I moved you up over. I believe I moved you up. No. Oh, you just always my starting kicker. Never mind. In another league, I moved you up because you've been going off. You projected 8, you put up 13, almost doubled that. Proud of you, man. You outscored Keami Fairborn. Can't complain, man. 2 field goals, 1 field goal, 44 9 yards, 3 extra points, man. I think that points attempted made or whatever that is. So yeah, Las Vegas defense. Max Crosby, proud of you, bro, because I know you're carrying on that damn team. You put up to 12, you put up 13, man. Aided in my win. We put up 200 points when we were originally projected 160.77, bro. So this projection was off by 43 points. Imagine that, bro. You can't, or 33. No, 43. Yeah, you can't project, you can't predict everything. But anyway, in this league, bro, I'm moving up in 7th. I was 8th last week. I moved up in 7th. I'm trying to get to at least 6th or 5th, pending week 13, how that goes. And then in week 14, the playoffs will start. Again, it is top 8, so I should, if I win out, I won out last week. I need to win out week 13 to guarantee my spot in the playoffs. So yeah, this is coming down to heavy. And this is the week 13 projection. I'm projected to win, but we'll see. I'm playing the 12 seed, so I should win, but we will see. Now, let's go over my last league. All right. Lamar Jackson. You're projected 21 points. You put up 7. I am downgrading you for Dak Prescott, who has went off consecutively. He has put up, let's see if it shows me. Yes, he's put up 20. pretty much the whole season. He had a slow game, but 24, 15, 24, 27. So he's gonna get to start. Because this is another big one where playoffs are only playoffs start week 14. Yeah, no, yes, playoffs start week 14, I think. And I am, if I'm trying to see, let me see if I can go to. Let's go to standings. Yeah, so we only have one person that clinched. Playoffs. Trying to see. Yeah, let's go to projected playoff bracket. Right. They start week 15. Okay, in this league, in my other league, they start week 15. In this league, they start in week 14. They can start kind of early, but playoffs start week 15, right? So I'm projected currently to be the 4th seed now, but I want to go back to the standings because it's a close tie. Look, everyone there's so only one person is clinched. Even our even the second and third seed so far, projected second and third seed, 8-4, 8-4. I'm 7-5, 7-5, 7-5. It's still a tight run, and there's still we're going into week 13. So week 13 starts tomorrow. So there's still a week 13, week 14. There's still 2 whole weeks of football left to determine how this stuff's gonna play out. The only one who's safe, I guess, is the first seed because he only has 2 losses. Um, well, no, because technically he could lose. He could lose out the next 2. Well, then the argument would be 10. They'd be 10-4. Okay, okay. So the first seed is the only one that's safe. So I'm only saying that. So it's coming down. Let me see if I can go to the. So yeah, let me go to my week 2 or week 12. So we won. Despite Lamar Jackson's poor performance. You projected 7, or you projected 21. You put up 7. Now I am starting Dak Prescott over you, bruh. Come week 13 because again, this is another league where I'm not secure. Where I don't, where it's going to be a tough spot to get in. So I want to make sure I got my spot. So I want to max out my points and win out from. I want to win out the next 3 weeks. 12, 13, and 14. Yeah. So Lamar, you're getting dropped down, bro. You've been having an off season. I don't know what's going on with you. Your team is healthy for the most part, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, you guys have some injuries, but it's just been a tough season. Bijan, you were projected 13 or 19. You put up 13. You had a big game last week, if I'm not mistaken, right? But so I need you to put up more. Being who you are, and as hyped up as you are too, yeah, you put up almost 30 points last game. I need you and Rico Dowdle to kind of pick it up. Rico Dowdle, yeah, you're projected 17, you put up 9. I need you guys to put up at least 17 each, just given who you are, given your situations, knowing you guys are the running back ones on your teams. Probably have 2 running back ones, and you guys can't even put up, a combined 20 points. Barely put a combined 20, 22 points, 23 at that. So I need you guys to put up at least 15 points apiece. 17, you know what I'm saying? At least 15 points apiece, bro. Jacoby Myers, you had a good game. I had to drop you down for Lad though, because Lad was on a bye, so I had to move Lad down. But I'm moving Lad McConkey back up because I think they're gonna get retribution for that tough game. Plus, they do play the Las Vegas Raiders, which is which is a bad team. Unfortunately, this late in the season, it's hard to admit. Jacoby Myers, if you continue to perform well, I might start you for week 14. If you outperform Lad McConkey, but for now, Lad McConkey's coming back, and I'm not putting up Quentin Johnston because Quentin Johnston, he's too iffy. He's too touchdown dependent. So and I know Lad McConkey's gonna get reps and actually be productive. Even if he doesn't score TDs, right? He'll still get points and get reps and get opportunities. So yeah, Jacoby Myers, you did good, man. You projected 8. You put up 13. You had a TD. Yeah, I'm guessing you had a TD. Just give like the scoring. Let me see if I can. You at? Where you at? Does it say? Okay. I'm guessing you had a TD. Yeah, I'm guessing you had a TD from what I saw. 13 points, bro. Not bad. Michael Wilson. Now you were a questionable one. I picked you up off the waiver wire. I know Marvin Harrison has been out, so you've been benefiting from that. You've had back-to-back games. I think I started you this week, and then you've had back-to-back games. Yeah, because last week you put up 26. This week you put up 16. Not bad, man. And I'm keeping you in the starting lineup actually. So that's another reason why I'm not moving up Quentin Johnston, because I'm keeping Michael Wilson there. I've got to see what they do. If Marvin Harrison Jr. comes back, I got to see if he still gets usage or what. But for now, I'm keeping Michael Wilson kind of at my wide receiver 2 spot. Lad McConkey, wide receiver 2. Or Lad McConkey and Michael Wilson will be my wide receivers going into week 13. Jake Ferguson and Tyler Warren, my 2 tight ends. Like I said, 2-2-2, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. They were projected 7 and 11, like the convenience store. They kind of Jake Ferguson beat his projections, but he usually scores higher, so I'm gonna need him to score higher come week 13. If not, see, that's the thing. I can play around. You know what I'm saying? I can play around. I gotta see Tyler Warren. Depending on how they do, if they start kind of falling off, I could put in Quentin Johnston or Worthy if Worthy kind of picks up, because Worthy was projected 9, he put up 7. He was kind of picking up from what we saw in the Chiefs game too. Or if David Montgomery, if any of these 4 guys, if Quentin Johnston, Montgomery, Worthy, if they kind of like start going off or something like that, bro, like I could always slip them in. You know what I'm saying? If they start, if Tyler Warren or Jake Ferguson starts falling off, I could remove one of them out of the flex and kind of move them up. So I could play around with this for week 13. More week 14, because I got to see how week 13 is. Because whenever players have a bad game, I like to give them a week to recuperate to see if they can come back. So yeah, but we'll see for week. I'll stop the yap, but for week 14, this lineup might look different. But for the most part, I'm just dropping down Lamar and Jacoby, put in Dak and Lad McConkey. Jason Myers, you're projected 8. Well, yeah, Tyler, yeah, and then yeah. So yeah, I'll give them opportunity. Jake Ferguson beat his projection. I just want to see him score more, and same with Tyler Warren. I want to see him hit that at least like 12-point mark as a flex tight end. Bills defense, I don't depend on you much, but you put up 8 points. That was more than Chiefs defense, so I think I'm going to start you guys next week. You guys have Joey Bosa. You're projected 5, so just keep breaking your projections, I guess. And then Jason Myers, you're projected 8. You put up 13, and I dropped. Usually Chris Boswell is a high scoring kicker, but I dropped him for Jason Myers. So yeah, proud of that. That was good. That contributed to my win. But yeah, it's coming down tight, man. In these leagues, like I said, besides this one, this is the only one I really I'm comfortable in, that I have first place in. But in these ones, it's gonna come down to the wire. I'm 7th. I gotta be top 8 to get in, and then I gotta be top 6 to get in here, because the first 2 seeds do have a bye. So you gotta be top 6 to get in. So it's gonna be a struggle. I'm ranked 4th right now. But that could always change, man. In these coming 2 weeks. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should I drop someone? Should I add someone? What should I do? Should I trade? I don't think I can trade fund. I think trade deadline's passed. But yeah, let me know who should I add? What should I do? Should I get a new defense? Should I get a kicker? Let me know what you think in the comments, man. But for now, it's gonna do it. Peace.